You're back on the Jay Cecil channel. Today we're going to head down to South Florida to a little motorsports park that we heard about. It used to be called the Sandlot, reopened up now. It's called the South Florida Motorsports Park. Heard they're having some mud drag racing. So we got the X3 loaded up. We got the Defender loaded up. We're going to rip around there, check it out. Apparently they redesigned the place, made it a lot more mud friendly, more than the tracks. So it's pretty cool. We like to go mud bogging and we're going to check it out. So head down there, South Florida Motorsports Park, load it up. See what we can do today. Hopefully, I got some mud tires I want to bring for the X3. Probably gonna rip that thing and hit up the races. You just got out here. That's like their main little mud hole. This car is pretty cool. That guy was buried when we got here. Let's see if he tried to fix it.
It sounds pretty healthy. Round and round they go, but to the bottom she goes.
So what are we doing? Oh, we're changing the tires here. We're gonna put the V-tread mud tires back on it. It's a little bit of a muddy track. I think it'll be better on the all-terrains. Apparently there's not much competition, but I don't know. Somebody could sign up last minute and just whoop our ass. So we're gonna do that. What do you got there, dude?
The candy cane, I think.
Oh my goodness. Steve's gonna kill you.
I know Dad's gonna be so mad.
Steve's gonna kill you. That's not our adapter there. Since we didn't bring a jack, we're doing the old school way.
Hey,
look at that.
Good news is I straightened it back up.
Oh, guys, if you're ever in a mine, remember, there's tools everywhere you have no idea about. Use your head.
And
your boyfriend blocks the diesel pump, get those at balleagle.com.
And if you come to the races and don't have tools, all the other drivers carry tools, you just borrow them.
Absolutely. Don't think about bringing your own stuff. Everybody else has tools.
If you use other people's and break them, then
think smarter, not harder. They all have lifetime warranties. Doesn't mean you have to warranty it. Yeah, so we're gonna go out first round. So apparently there's only 2 side-by-sides that signed up. We got the Talon. We got this rig. So I see a nitrous bottle on that. And I don't think I see a turbo on it, but I do see a nitrous bottle.
You mean that nitrous bottle right there?
That's the one. So it's a pretty stiff competition. Got some paddles on that rig.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty interesting. So let's see what she does today.
I definitely think it was a good idea to put the mud tires on it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be better all the way around. I mean, these guys did it. They must have bolted them off their street road.
Yeah, those are definitely street tires. This is Justin's first run. There's only 2 side-by-sides in this class. Justin will have to run left lane first pass and right lane second pass. They take the fastest of your 2 times, and that's the winner. Looked like the Talon might have got him on that one. Justin definitely got out on one on that pass. So we'll see how it works out. What do you think? How'd it feel?
It felt kind of slow, but still did pretty good. I don't know if I got him on the first round. The second round, I definitely got him. They're doing timed runs. The left lane was way muddier than the right lane. Like, the left lane felt way slower. Like, I just was sitting there trying to get out of the rut, it seemed like. So, I don't know. I think I got him. I think we're good. They take the fastest time from both runs. So, if we got both runs, I think I got him.
Yeah, it sounded like your one run, your second run was like a 1.62 or something.
We'll go look at the time, see what we did, and then kind of go from there. But just quick track. The one up in Alabama was like way longer.
Oh, for sure.
It was like 100. I think this is 200 feet.
Track.
I think this is 200, and that one in Alabama was like 300 feet. Maybe I did the wrong tire choice. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. I don't think so, because it was nasty feeling like it was sliding.
Yeah.
Go check out time.
You cannot see what I'm at right now.
So, Drew went to the left.
We went to the right.
On the shore, and I said, I'm going to go to the right. Well, Drew had a better line. But,
Who's pulling you out now?
The Talon that's been stuck 4 times today.
the talon that was stuck a lot.
Yeah.
Here you go, Justin. Let's hook this up, buddy. You want me to push the winch out?
No, I think it's okay.
Like way feel good. We're still running, so that's a plus.
Snorkels work.
Back up, Nick.
Whips me out.
Now that I'm winched up, boy, let me let her eat.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
what's that?
Hold up.
We're back on the JH channel, and we got an epic project back in the shop today. We're going to take a little bit of time off the big truck. It's going to be off to powder coating soon. Pretty much everything is ready to go. I'm waiting on some spots to open up at the powder coat place, and we'll get it in there. Working out with him, I'll probably get that back after Bristol. So after Labor Day, at some point, my frame should be done. We'll get it back, start reassembly. But in the meantime, we got Bristol in a couple weeks. You guys know, Cletus and Cars. And on top of that, we have the Bristol 1000. And on top of that, they're racing stadium super trucks. So, 3 big, massive events there. I'll be running at least 2 of them. So anyone wants to hook me up with some money, maybe I can do the stadium super trucks, get a little sponsorship going. Kind of cool. But either way, we're only back on the Burnout truck. We got the Cummins in the shop here. As you guys know, I think last November, Cletus and Cars, I want to say, hurt the motor. Maybe it was this year, April. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. Everything breaks. Everything blows up. So I've lost count. But we got the Burnout truck here in the shop, just about ready to get the engine pulled on it. It's been sitting for a little bit, as you guys know. So I want to pull it apart. I talked to the guys over at Stainless Diesel. They want to get a turbocharger set up for this thing so I can get a little bit more power out of it. And we'll see what we can do. Obviously, you guys know it's a P-pumped 24 valve. Normally, these trucks come with a VP pump. Look those up. VP44. This truck has been P-pump converted like on a 12 valve. So it's got the inline injection pump. It's got some work done to the pump. It's got a big turbocharger on it, big injectors. We'll see what size everything is when we get it apart, because honestly, I don't know. It just worked. I got it on a deal from my buddy, and everything just worked on it. So we're going to get this engine out. The engine is hurt. We know that for a fact. So I do have another engine, though. What's up, babe? Bailey's chilling in the shop with me today. So I got me an engine here we got from our local junkyard. And look at that, man. They even got do it for Dale on it. Hell yeah. So got this engine out of just a wrecked truck with the proper tuning and everything on it. And I'm planning to not just spray this engine. We should be good. This is a VP motor. So it'll be a P-Pump 24 valve. Everything, this thing was complete out of a running truck, got in an accident, and hopefully everything's good with it. Hopefully we have no weird issues with it. It doesn't run odd or anything like that. We are going to pull the head on it because this engine over here behind me in the truck has the head studs on it. It's got a little bit of head work done to it. So hopefully as long as that head's not cracked, we'll be able to pull that thing off and put it on this engine, and hopefully the pistons, the cylinders, everything looks good, and we can go beat the crap out of it and hopefully not have any issues. Hopefully it lasts for a long time. This one had a very hard life before me, had a lot of nitrous backfires, had a lot of nitrous ran through it, had a lot of high revs and races and everything else on it. So hopefully, guys, this new engine we'll have some better luck with. Don't forget, head on over to baldeagle.com. Grab you some JH Diesel merchandise over there, guys. It's there. It's on the website. We got hats. We got shirts. We got stickers. Everything's in stock right now. Go ahead and pick that stuff up. So again, guys, hope you guys enjoy this today. It's going to be fun. Tear this thing down and see what happened in this rig. Talk about some bumper mounts. We ain't putting that thing back on. Ain't no way. Truck just lifted up 6 inches in the front.
Fancy. Fancy where they had that.
Oh, man. Well, she's off and she ain't going back on. So upon our tear down here, we got back here and I basically pulled the valve cover off and found that one of the rocker arms, one of the valve bridges had come off. There is a chance that the engine's not hurt as bad as what I thought. I still think it's hurt because it did have a knock, and the knock would get worse as you ran the truck. So the warmer it got, the worse the knock got. This isn't really going to cause a knock, and this, obviously, I would have felt this losing power, and there's no way I could have been doing a 4th gear burnout with that thing off in a dead miss. So almost got her done. We've been hustling on it. Pretty much everything's disconnected underneath, we think. So we go to pull it and there's still something attached somewhere. But I'm popping the injector lines off because I do not want to damage them. They're very expensive on these P-pump conversions. I mean, they're not the cheapest thing in the world, but they're not the most expensive thing, but just something I don't want to have to replace. And the way we're hooking it, I do not want to risk that thing hitting anything and bending a line, kinking a line, twisting it up or anything like that. So we are doing that, getting these things out of the way. Get that guy out of the way for a minute. And should literally be just about ready to hook the chain up and get this thing up and out of the frame.
Problem is now, ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it, boy. She's out. Good news, guys. She is out of the truck, and we'll get it tore down and see what went on underneath that cylinder head. Check the pistons out. Probably pull the oil pan, check all the bearings. I wonder what that knock was. It always got me. It always had that weird knock.
Pin or a
piston slap or something.
And oil would get, yeah, I wonder if it's like a wrist pin or something. But the oil pressure would, she get down there pretty good too. So we'll see what it was. But like I said, we got our donor engine over there. Obviously, we got to pull the P pump and all that good stuff off of this. And we got to put that on the other engine if we decide to transfer everything over, which I think we are going to. And then at least this engine now will be a good core engine. I can build, overhaul, make it more, you know, badass, put better piston stuff like that in it, and run the other one. You know, hopefully it doesn't get hurt, but if it does, I might have a nice little unit to trade her out with. But engine's out. Now we got to tear it down a little bit and see what the hell happened to it. All right, so I got it back here. We got the turbocharger off. And looking at the injector size, I want to figure out what injectors these are. So the bodies, the part number comes up with a factory part number, a factory Bosch OE part number. So these are factory bodies. And then I'm going to try to figure out what the nozzle size is. If I can get this thing to focus here. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but the end of this nozzle, it's got some tiny holes in it, and that's where you get your injector spray. So your spray pattern flows out of there. Now, normally these injectors are 6-hole nozzles. These are 6-hole nozzles, but they also make 5-hole nozzles. And it's all about spray pattern. You want the best spray pattern. Sometimes you can put a different injector in there, change your timing, and it'll flow a lot better. It'll also keep the engine cooler, last longer, things like that. So I'm trying to get the best setup so that I have the best turbocharger setup along with the best injector flow so it atomizes the fuel properly. And in turn, will make the truck run better. I possibly can run less timing in it, less heat. All that goes together. So, all right, let's pop this head off here. Ooh! Already see some carnage. Well, that looks pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. Ooh! It's not good, guys. Yeah. Just a little thing there. And then this one's a little damaged too. See, that's what happens when you blow the welds on your intake. Your piston rings get fried. Shoot. Let's take a look at the bottom of this head. Well, the head is fully intact, which is good. Nothing came out of the valves or anything there. I'm not sure. Oh, that's probably why rocker arm, when the ring broke, came up through. But that's just melted down and the ring started to come up. Top ring is basically here. This is my top ring now. So she ain't doing her job. But 2 back cylinders. The most common ones to get hurt on the Cummins are the 2 back cylinders. And part of the reason why I have a coolant bypass on this engine, which I already took off, is so that it flows coolant through and continuously flows it. A lot of times what happens is the coolant will literally get basically deadheaded back here and it has nowhere to go. So it just collects a lot of heat. And same thing with EGTs too. So this thing, basically all the heat goes to the back of the engine. Usually you hurt your number 5 and 6 cylinders are most common for melting down on the Cummins. The front ones stay cool. They have a lot of water flowing through them, all that. So I do have a coolant bypass, but I think this thing was already hurt before we even got to it. I definitely think after the first burnout, it was a little hurt, had a little knock to it here and there. So good thing I did pull it, didn't try to risk it. We're gonna take this other engine I got over here. I wanna take that thing apart. Hopefully it looks better than this one. And yeah, I'm gonna send this head out, see if we can get anything done to this head. I don't know if I wanna use this head or use a different one. I'll take it apart, clean it, inspect it, see what's going on in here. I do know at least minimum, I wanna use the valve springs and stuff. So I'll probably send both the heads out, and whichever one is better, get it back, change the valve springs out, whatever, take care of that. So there's our teardown, guys. That is what happened to the burnout truck, is that rig right there. So that'll do it. Also, like I said, there was a rocker arm off, and you guys saw that earlier. So all of that was on that cylinder. So there's our problem child, that cylinder. At this point, we're gonna basically get all the P-pump conversion stuff off. Anything else we need accessories-wise off this engine, I'm gonna check the clutch out on it, see how the clutch looks. If the clutch is still good, it is a dual disc clutch. If that's all still good and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and put that beast on the new engine. So next time, we'll check this thing out, let you guys see it all, get this thing completely tore down again, and we'll go from there.